Hello, I think we're live.
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
Well,
everyone.
we're live at 5 or 5:07 or something close to that. 5, it's not 5 where I am or 5 where you are, Grace, or 5 where a lot of people are, but
You know,
it's 5 p.m. Pacific and you know, we're in the window. Hi, everybody. Thanks
hi,
for joining
everyone.
us. Great to see you all virtually. Let us know in the chat where you are coming in from. We love to know. It's a very
You know what?
international.
Shauna, we'll have to ask Glenn if he can do a little recording of Grace and Shauna, you are live, like he did
I
for
love it.
Rona.
You are live. Blue Moon Detective Agency. No door slams, no. The halls are quiet. No
Yeah.
door slams, no fighting. And that's what we want. Grace and I can fight if that's what you guys want, a good screaming match. Okay, it's 108 in the UK. Marigold,
Oh, okay. Oh, Mr. Tupperman's here too.
most dedicated fan. And Tupperman, or Tupper, yeah.
Tupper.
We both read that as Tupper, is in Canada. What time is it in Canada? Yeah, tell us what time it is from where you're coming in from. What time is it? It's for me. I'm in Shanghai, China, and it is 8 a.m. 8:08. And Grace, what time is it for you?
It's 10 a.m. Sunday morning.
So,
Yep.
yeah, it's Sunday morning for Grace and I. So
Yeah.
it's well, it's Sunday morning for Marigold as well, but at 1:08 in the morning. And here I am is near Paris, France. I mean, how awesome is this that we are all coming together
I
from
know.
all these different parts.
I love that. I love that.
Marigold, are you a night owl, Marigold? Because I am. Grace is too, actually. Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, guys, Grace is wearing hers, but I'm wearing this. Today's work tomorrow. Remember we talked to Dennis Dugan
Mm.
about this slogan, and we finally got the name or the meaning behind it. Moonlighting today's work tomorrow,
Yeah.
because everything would be like pushed to the next day. So it's like, when is this going to get done? That's going to get done tomorrow. Moonlighting, yeah,
And
today's work
it's
tomorrow.
so funny because when we
Yeah,
asked them, they both started laughing, and we thought, "Oh, okay, we know, we know what
yeah,
there had to be some meaning behind it because it didn't make any sense, you know."
yeah.
But yeah, it was up in the directors area, so they knew that today's work wasn't going to be done today.
Nope. Yep.
Ah.
Moonlighting today's work tomorrow.
Say hello to my
Um,
rallies in Canada, mate. Except they're not in Quebec.
okay.
They're in Toronto.
8:08
Um,
p.m. here. Okay, so it's 8:08, so it's 3 hours later for Tupper. And yes, I love to stay up late and sleep in, but usually my work schedule makes it where I have to go to bed probably by 10:30, and then I'm up early and over to the school. But now school is ending and I'm gonna be free.
we're both
And then
going
I
on
will I will
holiday.
turn into a night owl again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I come alive at night.
No,
I know. I find
not
so
a
many things
morning
to do at
person.
night.
Yeah, no, I'm not a
And
morning
what,
person.
Grace, tell them what we did last night, Grace. You you think this is all we do, guys, together? No.
Guys, it never ends. There's always something moonlighting that we need to do. There's always something. Whether we're organizing an interview, organizing the podcast, scheduling our recordings, um, watching moonlighting, anything
But we
moonlighting,
weren't
all the
doing we
social
weren't doing
media.
anything. We weren't doing anything for the podcast yesterday except for, well, maybe research. It was research, right,
The
Grace?
research, yeah. Yeah, I've always got research I'm
Yeah.
doing. But
Yeah.
um Shauna messages me, "What you doing?" Uh-oh. Here we go. I know what she wants.
It was kind of spontaneous.
I was just chilling watching TV with my cat. And yeah. Anyway, she said, "How about we watch 2 episodes in order of recording of them filming it, not the order it came out."
Season 2.
So,
Yeah.
sorry. So she decided, okay, we're going to watch Lady in the Iron Mask, and what was the other one?
Brother, Can You Spare a Blonde?
Brother, Can You Spare a Blonde? So we watched them in that order because A Lady in the Iron Mask was filmed before Brother, Can You Spare a Blonde, which was the season 2 opener.
Yeah.
So, and as Shawna is with hair and Maddie's hair, she was analyzing the hair, and she'll talk about that, but it made sense why her hair was longer than shorter, and it was all a whole thing. But it was very interesting to watch it, watching Lady in the Iron Mask first before Brother, Can You Spare a Blonde, because now a few little things make sense. Clear as mud? Excellent.
Here, let me share, Grace, and I will give them a little visual. Just a quick. By the way, yes, we did a podcast. We recorded a podcast with Danielle, our scripted woman, and we talk all about this. So this will all become much clearer later. But if you see in season 2, things were filmed in a different order than they aired. So they actually filmed Lady in the Iron Mask first during these dates, and then they filmed Brother, and then they filmed Rainbow, and then they filmed Money Talks, etc. Then Dream Sequence, then Portrait of Maddie of My Fair David. But they aired in a different order. So Grace and I want to watch in the order that they were actually filmed to see, if we can see any continuity errors, if we can see, because you know how, and I'm sure you've all thought this, Maddie's hair is suddenly very long in Rainbow, but that's after knowing her where her hair is very short, So, yeah, it's just, stuff that we notice as we watch. And so that Grace and I started our season 2 journey watching. Hi, Eric.
And it was really funny to go back because we're at season 4 now and it's all different.
Yeah,
but going back
that's
those couple of episodes, her hair's quite long. Well, long for Maddie, because Maddie's always had it, above her shoulder. But some of those were quite long, so that was interesting.
I know.
You guys have such great chemistry. Are you Maddie or David?
I know how to spell chemistry real well now.
That's a good one.
I think I'm David. I don't know. With my sister and my sister's like very like feminine princess type, and so I'm kind of always like the masculine energy to her feminine energy. I think, I don't know. Not that I have a lot of masculine energy, but
Yeah.
There's got to be a balance, right? So,
Yeah, of
I don't know.
course.
What do you think, Grace? Are you Maddie or David? I think I'm more comfortable in that role, like the David role or whatever.
Yeah, I'll be Maddie.
And Maddie. Well, yeah. Look,
Because
when we did the
test drive, I research. I'm not spontaneous.
And I'm kind of spontaneous. Yes, like let's jump online and just do this, Grace. It'll be fun. Trust me. Let's do it. Yeah. I think our personalities are like that. And when we read the scripts a couple weeks ago, I was like Petruchio and David, and you were
Right.
Maddie. So I guess we solved it right there.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's our bonus episode that's coming out mid-July while we're on leave.
Yeah.
I'll organise the episode before I go, and the interview with Danielle again and we discuss a few more scripts. So
we discussed the season 2 filming schedule. That's the topic of that. Yeah, because we already did season 4 filming schedule before, which is very interesting how things were filmed. Yeah. Very much out of order or in piecemeal, really. But anyway, what a perfect segue, Grace. Going back to like the 1985 episodes that we watched yesterday, because we are going to portal back to 1985 today with Cybill and Bruce's interviews. I prepared my presentation like a good little teacher.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Many of you may have noticed lately I've been doing a real deep dive on YouTube, trying to just mine out all of those nuggets. We need everything out in the light that Cybill and Bruce did, specifically around moonlighting, but, in general. But at that time, right, like a lot of things are hidden, more recently, like things are already out there online. And yeah, like I've said before, there's just so many things that are hidden within other shows. So anyway, we had not seen this interview that was done with PM Magazine, probably since it aired or whatever. I don't know if anyone else noticed it out there. But yeah, so there's an interview that was done with Cybill and Bruce, but not together, in 1985 with PM Magazine. So we're going to take a look at that. And then later that year in September, they did another interview with Joan Lunden on Good Morning America for the to coincide with the premiere of season 2, Brother Can You Spare a Blonde, which we watched last night, Grace. And so we are going to look at those 2 interviews and look at, just review it all, right? Their demeanor, how things changed, how the focus, of the interviews kind of changed and things like that. So yeah, if you're ready.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, one thing, and then Grace, I'll have you, if there's any comments, I'll have you read before I move
Sure.
on. Just a reminder for anybody watching this presentation, please, you or anyone if you've got VHS tapes in the garage, please digitize them this spring. Dig them out of the boxes, especially ones around 1985. Oh, sorry. We're looking specifically for February 1987. The first week, February 1987, it's either the 4th or the 5th of February. Cybill and Bruce were interviewed on the Moonlighting set by Joan Lunden, and we do not have that interview, and we are very much looking for that interview. Want to see that. So, and plus, if you have any other, 85, 86, 87, there's bound to be something Bruce and Cybill. Look at the quality, guys, that we're looking at today. We could find better quality for these interviews and stuff if people, find their VHS tapes and digitize them. So, yeah, just pump up the volume. The sound is a bit low on some of these interviews, and the quality of the screen of the video is not that great, just because they're digitized. But hey, we're lucky to have them.
Yeah,
Just a reminder: digitize your tape. So this is the quality we're looking at. So sorry, nothing we can really do about that. Grace, anything? I can't see the comments now, so you'll have to.
Okay. Okay. So Marigold says, "Going to miss the podcast while you ladies are on a break." Oh, thank you, Marigold. You will have a bonus episode at least. At least you can hear our lovely voices. Tupper, you guys have such great chemistry. Eric, hi Eric. Eric's back. Hello, all love from Culver City, California.
Hello.
Tupper, you both are both of them. Good looks and funny as all get out. Oh, jeez. What do you want for Christmas? Marigold, they both looked awful in the track scene at the end. What was going on there? Bruce's hair was too dark. Maddie's hair looks like it was from another century, and that awful yellow dress. Yep.
I know. They did them, yeah. Compared to how they looked in the rest of the episode, yes, absolutely. Why did they?
I don't know what happened.
I think they were actually kind of miserable filming it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I actually think
Yeah.
they were.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to do that, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And there's a Larry King interview that I posted recently where Cybill saying she wishes she refused to play that scene.
Yeah.
And, we
Yeah.
talked to Ron last week and got into it a little bit. And, they didn't want to write it. And Cybill and Bruce didn't want to play it. And I don't know. Who knows? Yep.
And Jeff nearly got the sack over it because he was fighting with Glenn over it. So,
and probably Cybill too. And I think they were kind of miserable filming it. But yes, they looked so much. There were scenes in that episode where they looked so much better. And I just hate that the first time they came back together, since we'd seen them in the laundromat, that's how they looked. I don't know. Cybill particularly looks kind of miserable in that scene. But yeah, Bruce's hair is weird, and he's like all buttoned up here, and I don't know, it's weird. Yeah. Very strange. Anything else?
Hello from Pensacola, Florida.
Oh, hi.
Laurel Anmos. Hi.
Hi, Laurel.
Somebody from Florida.
Florida.
There's a
okay.
nice climate most of the time.
We're covering all 4 corners of the U.S. and abroad.
I've been to Miami. Miami was beautiful. I spent 3 days there. I loved it. Didn't want to leave.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, so PM Magazine visited the Moonlighting set. Gosh, I mean, and this is kind of cool because we actually get a little bit, a glimpse at them actually filming, which I didn't really realize before, that we had never really seen, someone filming Moonlighting filming scenes in a way, besides maybe the You know, the outtakes.
Yep.
Um, all right. So the air date of this particular interview was April 16th, 1985. A woman named Dale Harimoto is interviewing them. And they are filming, in the middle of filming Next Stop Murder. All right. Okay, Grace, please talk about this photo that appears in Next Stop Murder, which we will see them filming in this clip.
Okay. So, if anybody remembers going back to our episode Next Stop Murder, and we're talking about JB Harlan, and they're on the train, and he confuses Mr. Pesto with Maddie because he thinks Mr. Pesto is Maddie Hayes, but Maddie Hayes walks in and says, "I'm Mr. Pesto. I'm Maddie Hayes," and who grabs the photograph? I don't know if it's Agnes or him. And he goes, "Look, I've got your photo here." She goes, "Yeah, that's me there," which is, Agnes. So he was looking at the blonde, thinking the blonde, won the competition. So throughout this episode, we were discussing this photo and we're thinking, where's this photo from? Because that dress is from Gunfight. And I don't know, I can't remember about her outfit, where Agnes's outfit, where hers was from. And we couldn't work this out. We're thinking, now, when was this taken? And they're there, they're celebrating. And I said to Shawna, maybe it was just somebody's birthday or, whatever. And we're just debating. We spent so long on this damn photo because we're thinking, why, surely they didn't set up a specific time to take a photo just for this episode. So we got hold of Scott Ryan, our the author of the Moonlighting book and our publisher. He contacts Jay for us. That must have been before we interviewed Jay. And Jay got back to him and said, no, that was a photo specifically done for that, wasn't it? Is that what he said, Shawna?
Yeah, he said, "Oh
Yeah.
no, we took the photo for the episode."
Yeah,
it
they took the
wasn't like-
photo for the episode, which, I found it, strange. I thought maybe they've grabbed a photo from their archives there, because surely they take photos all the time behind the scenes. And I thought surely they would do that often if somebody's birthday, even if it was her birthday or his birthday. So that was the story around that photo. And when back then we did Moonlight Trivia, and that was one of the questions. I said to Shawna, what is Agnes holding in that photo? And it was an orange, of course, it was an orange balloon. So,
balloon, yeah.
and so now when Shawna shows this interview, it shows them in the background, standing there doing this. They're organizing to take this photo. So
yeah, here about 5 years later, we finally we got an answer. I mean, we got an answer from Jay Daniel, back then
we're obsessed.
I know, we have to know everything, don't we? It's tiring sometimes. Yeah, so, but if we had just waited, Grace, we would have gotten the answer anyway, because in this interview, they show them posing for this photo. So yeah, just one thing real quick. So when I found this PM Magazine interview, I said to Grace, "Oh, I found something, Grace. You are gonna love it." I found a little nugget of something that has answered a question that we've had for a long time. And she had to call me right away. She goes, "No, you can't do that to me. Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is." You can't tease me like that. I was going to post it and then send it to her, but so we were both very excited to see this footage because it answered.
It's got Maddie and David's champagne there too.
Yeah, the Perrier Jouet.
Yeah.
And yeah, like this woman right here, I was like, who is that?
We kept wondering who that was. Yeah.
But when we watched Brother Can You Spare a Blonde, I saw her in the background yesterday. So the Wobblies were like all pretty much different.
Back in they were different at the start. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, let's watch the PM Magazine segment all the way through. It's about 4 minutes, and then we will talk about it. All right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
But for Cybill, starting at the top was the beginning of a career with more ups and downs than a roller coaster ride.
I did a movie where I got horrible reviews. After getting great reviews, then I did another film. Terrible reviews. I mean, critic actually said I couldn't walk or talk, much less sing. And it was just like being destroyed. And then right after that, I got Taxi Driver. So I've learned, it's just a matter of time.
Cybill's beginning at the top all started in 1968 when she became Model of the Year. She was immediately recognized as a potential top model, and seemingly overnight, she became a glamorous cover girl for the likes of Vogue, Glamour, and Life magazine. This was the start of life in the fast lane for a young and innocent Cybill Shepherd.
I got most attractive in school, but I grew up not thinking I was beautiful at all. And even as a model, I didn't really feel that I was like really beautiful or anything.
And what kind of a person were you when you were that Model of the Year in 1968?
I was very bent on trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. I felt that I had an artistic temperament, but I didn't know how to express that. And I was just trying to find out what talent I had. And then I never took an acting lesson before I did my first movie, The Last Picture Show.
Cybill's lack of acting experience took her down many avenues, one of which was her highly controversial relationship with top Hollywood director Peter Bogdanovich. Cybill's photo on the cover of Glamour magazine caught Peter's eye, and that landed her the role in The Last Picture Show, her first break in the movie business. But apparently, when you arrive at the top by invitation rather than by graduation, it can be disastrous. And for Cybill, that it was.
Okay, once again, I'm sorry.
That was not
Oh, I
our fault.
love that. I love that.
In the new
I love
comedy
that.
series Moonlighting, Cybill plays a one-time top model who inherits a detective agency. And with co-star Bruce Willis, they've created a chemistry that has what it takes.
She's great. I remember the first day that I met her, I was excited. That kind of stuff is, it's exciting. She's done some good stuff. She's one of the most gorgeous straight men I've ever seen in my life.
I can do anything if you'll just
Love
give
that.
me a chance.
Unbutton that.
Excuse me.
Button that button.
These days, Cybill is living on her own in Southern California, and she has her fingers crossed that Moonlighting will have a happier ending than some of her earlier projects. But either way, she believes she'll end up right where she started, at the top.
There I am, all right. I'm a survivor. I think that's the only way to get even. Survive them all.
Let's put a little motion in the ocean, kid. There she was, just walking down the street, singing, do what did it, dum, did it do. She looked good. She looked fine.
So far, the ratings for Moonlighting have been good, but the cast is still waiting to hear whether the show will be picked up for a new season.
Yeah, that's a fun part of it.
But half the fun has got to be playing a hip cat and mouse game with one of the most beautiful women in America. And Bruce says that the sexual chemistry was potent right from the start.
Look at the bright side. Who knows how many mornings mine will be the first face you'll see.
I was very excited to find out that I was going to be working with her. I remember the first day that I met her, I was excited. That kind of stuff is.
And they've been in hot pursuit of each other on screen ever since.
Sounds exciting. It's no fun when you win easily. When they just go, oh, baby.
Some say that Bruce Willis could be the next Cary Grant. Cary Grant says that he never misses an episode.
Personally, I'd like to see the episode right here.
Right now, the constant carry and thrust between Maddie and David is at a sexual standoff. But the audience is anxiously waiting to see who will surrender first.
Can't tell you that. I don't know. I think even if I knew, I wouldn't tell you.
I'd still rather end the show with her legs in the air.
Okay, so there you go. And so they used part of that 85 interview in a 1987 story as well on
Yeah,
GMA magazine.
yeah.
So yeah, but we can see all the clips.
Yeah.
All right, so we can go back, but just some talking points anyway, Grace, why don't you tell us your first thoughts?
Well, Cybill's look there is very Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm sorry. Sorry to say that. Those glasses.
Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh my gosh, I've never heard that one before. Never heard that comparison before,
I'm
Grace.
sorry. I'm sorry to bring
That's
him
fun.
up, but anyway, yes, they're very green. Well, she's not so much green, but he's very green. You're right, full of enthusiasm, and yeah, he's got that boyish quality. He's just very. He's still okay with the press, as opposed to later. And and we know that earlier on he was just so happy to have that job. It was a wonderful job, and he was really happy to be there until things changed a little bit. And I just find they're more open at the start. They're more open to talk about things, and then towards, further down the track, they were very, very cautious what they said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was before they knew the series was going to be picked up. But we always heard that they were really disappointed that it was picked up because they were so damn tired. It was, it was a whole thing.
Well, yeah, now we understand why, because they really filmed from January 1985 pretty much
Right.
straight through to like March 1986, but yeah, that's another conversation. But yes. Yeah, Bruce, this may have been the first time that Bruce was really interviewed, because I mean they just started filming January 1985 and this is April, and they've just been filming those first 6 episodes. So it may have been the first time that people were showing up on set, talking to him about the show, about Cybill, about, and you can tell that like people didn't know exactly what the show was going to be yet because they're not talking to them together, which, people always wanted to talk to them together after this.
Yeah.
So they're talking to them separately. The focus is on Cybill because obviously, lest we forget, and the reason I liked finding this as well is it just shows that the show was getting a lot of attention in the beginning because of Cybill, because it was Cybill's new venture and project. And, so people were showing up on set because they could talk about Cybill Shepherd and that's who people knew, right? So, yeah.
And it was basically another comeback for her.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, like gave her career back,
Yep.
And, later, now that we're finding, or, I'm finding, people may have known that before, but that Bruce made more money than her in season 5, it's kind of like, but let's not forget like where the show started and whose name it started on and who brought attention to the show in the beginning,
Yeah.
They're mostly there to talk to Cybill, right?
Oh, of course.
But yeah, I love Bruce's enthusiasm, the big smile on his face, and kind of a boyish quality, and just like really enthusiastic. Let's watch just the first little segment here. We can talk about it a little bit at a time. Now, okay, let's watch that.
But for Cybill, starting at the top was the beginning of a career with more ups and downs than a roller coaster ride.
I did a movie where I got horrible reviews. After getting great reviews, then I did another film. Terrible reviews. I mean, the critic actually said I couldn't walk or talk, much less sing. And it was just like being destroyed. And then right after that, I got Taxi Driver. So I've learned, it's just a matter of time.
Cybill's beginning at the top.
All right. So, yeah, what's funny here to me, well, a few things I like and notice. They're interviewing her in David's office. She's wearing black. We don't see her in black very much.
No.
I mean, gosh, especially with the show, I mean, all the pastels, but like just Cybill herself, that's okay. I personally love her glasses. I think she looks so cute. And I think it's like endearing that a woman so beautiful chose like the ugliest glasses to wear, which makes them cute. And tell us what you think, guys. I'm sure some agree with Grace and some agree with me. They are very Jeffrey Dahmer. I totally see that too. She wears these glasses when she gets her Golden Globe Award that same year, right? When she thinks.
Yeah. But that was the fashion then. I'm not having a go. It's just like.
No, I know.
Yeah, because he wore those. They were very distinctive, his glasses. And I just thought, oh my God, she's got his glasses on.
Yeah.
But that was a fashion, guys. They were big glasses back then.
Yeah, but they have like no real frame. Just, I don't know. I want a pair of these glasses. I'm gonna find some. I don't know. Any other comments, Grace?
Okay. Laurel says, yeah, they had a photographer on set occasionally, but they never had a BTS videographer, I guess, right? So I'm not sure. Tupper, who is between Bruce and Cybill in the photo. Yep, we worked that out. That was a wobbly, which she didn't last long, obviously.
Lovely, yeah.
Marigold, I think the scene in the alley is my favorite scene in all 5 seasons. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah. How he rips the skirt perfectly and yep, and she fluffs up her hair.
Great.
Marigold, the office worker with the curly blonde hair, Christine, is in the pilot in the office scene. If you look closely, I'm sure it's her. Okay. Yeah, we know Christine's pretty much all the way through. Laurel, I can't agree about the way Bruce looked. He always looked good back then. What do you say about that, Shawna?
She can't agree about the way he looked.
Oh, maybe because we were saying he was boyish, or I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think I've fully analyzed Bruce yet, so let me get to it. Okay, yeah, let's.
And sorry, and one more, a few more. Anne says, I like her glasses too. Eric says, I do love Cybill's glasses. And Anne says, in France, those big glasses are trendy again. Well, there you go. You'll have to go to Paris on your way, Shawna.
Okay.
Get
I'll
your
pick up
big
a pair of
glasses.
there. Yes, exactly. So, yeah, the other thing is the camera is camera left, right, Grace? That's what Cybill likes.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it could be a little higher or something. I don't know. I
Yep.
don't know. She's probably not happy with it either. She always seemed to be. Anyway, okay, let's move on here. So yes, this is where they're filming that picture, which is really cool.
Yeah, which is great. I love seeing this. The only thing is, Bruce is holding the bottle, whereas in the photo, the bottle is on the table. That's interesting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the actual photo seems to be taken from a little bit of a different angle than they're looking. They're looking kind of straight
Yeah.
ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, and the actual photos, yeah, I'm sure they took different angles, and they
Yeah.
could probably spend a long time even on just a simple photograph, right?
Yeah.
She was immediately recognized as a potential top model, and seemingly overnight, she became a glamorous cover girl for the likes of Vogue, Glamour, and Life magazine. This was the start of life in the fast lane for a young and innocent Cybill Shepherd.
I got most attractive in school, but I grew up not thinking I was beautiful at all. And even as a model, I didn't really feel that I was like really beautiful or anything.
And what kind of a person were you when you were that model of the year in 1968?
I was very bent on trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. I felt that I had an artistic temperament, but I didn't know how to express that. And I was just trying to find out what talent I had. And then I never took an acting lesson before I did my first movie, The Last Picture Show.
Cybill's lack of acting experience took her down many avenues, one of which was her highly controversial relationship with top Hollywood director Peter Bogdanovich. Cybill's photo on the cover of Glamour magazine caught Peter.
All right. So yeah, it's, kind of interesting. Cybill just talking about how she never really thought she was that beautiful, but she won most attractive, and yeah, just kind of. I don't know. Do you believe that, Grace? That she never thought she was that beautiful, or?
I think you know when you're beautiful.
I think she knew she was beautiful, but I guess like maybe self-esteem or something when you're a teenager, maybe. I don't know. I think she knew she was beautiful, but maybe she's being modest.
Yeah, probably just being modest. She doesn't want to seem too conceited on in an interview, I guess. So
I always knew I was beautiful. It didn't take her too long to figure it out because she became a model pretty fast, and then Peter Bogdanovich found her, on the cover of Glamour magazine, and then suddenly she was like in movies. So it all happened pretty quickly anyway. But yeah, don't you love this, Grace? This all of that equipment around Maddie's desk, and yeah, we just never get to see
no.
all of that equipment. So
that's gunfight, isn't it?
No,
that's that dress we never see again, isn't it?
Isn't this the end of Next Stop Murder? Before she talks to Agnes?
Oh, maybe it's one before she talks to Agnes. Okay, it's a different dress then. It's blurry. I can't see it. Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to see the dress. But, yeah, so I don't know. They're like setting up the cameras, and she's sitting there
That's
like
so
tapping
good
a
to
pencil.
see that. We never see it.
I know, so cool. Like, look how messy that desk is.
Oh, it's got shit everywhere.
We've got to look at that scene now and see. Yeah, we've got to see what they were filming here.
Yeah.
Shit everywhere.
That landed her
Yeah,
the
this
role in
is.
The
I
Last
love
Picture
that.
Show.
It's so
Her
cool.
first
And
breakthrough.
this, like, who's this guy? What's he
Yeah.
doing?
And what the hell is that thing?
I know. What's that thing? This is sound, I guess. Is this
Yeah.
sound? Like this is like a reel to reel. He's got his notes. He's got his. Yeah, he's got like a soundboard, I think.
Wow.
And yeah, look at all this crap back here. the realities of like filming,
Yeah.
right?
When they remove a wall to film her, it's
Yeah.
must look terrible in the background.
Yeah.
Movie business. But apparently, when you arrive at the
This
top
is
by
cool.
invitation,
This
I
is very
love
cool.
this.
graduation, it can be disastrous. And for Cybill, that it was.
Okay, once again, I'm so sorry.
That was not our fault.
Not your fault.
So
But I don't want to.
sounds to me like that guy has a British accent. First of all, don't know anybody. I mean, we don't know everybody who worked on behind the scenes, but
Yeah.
it like that. Wouldn't that person who's measuring be like part of director of like not obviously he's not director of photography, but part of the like photography crew. I don't know. I just wonder who that is.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, this is the end scene of Next Stop Murder, and Cybill. Something went wrong, and Cybill's like, "That wasn't our fault."
No, that's right. And I love this scene. It's one of my favorite scenes. Yeah.
I know. Yeah. So we got to watch that again then.
Apparently, when you
because I
arrive
love
at the top
scenes
by
with
invitation
Agnes
rather than by
and
graduation,
Maddie.
it can be disastrous.
I know.
And for Cybill, that it was.
Okay, once again, I'm so sorry.
That was not our fault.
Not your fault.
And not sandwiches either. Hot food.
Hot food. Yeah. I wonder who directed Next Stop Murder. Do we remember who directed it? I can't look right now. Anyway, someone with a British accent, so I'm curious about that. You gonna look it up in the book?
Yeah, I've got it here.
Okay. I'll just play the rest of this
Series
while you look.
Moonlighting, Cybill plays a one-time top model who inherits a detective agency. And with co-star Bruce Willis, they've created
Oh,
a
Kevin
chemistry
Connor.
that has what it takes.
She's great.
Yeah. We don't know. Kevin Connor.
Yeah.
Maybe he's British. We didn't know.
I thought actually I did research on him on the episode. I think he's Irish actually.
Irish.
From,
Okay.
from
He's
memory, I
Irish.
could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure
Okay.
that's the only episode he directed.
Yeah, I think so. All right, now we get into Bruce here.
I remember the first day that I met her, I was excited. You know, that kind of stuff.
That's the second time he does that too, from a different
Yeah.
interview.
Well, the next interview that we're going to watch, he says the same thing, so that's pretty cool. All right, my thoughts on Bruce's look here. The funny thing is, they've just got him sitting there in the main office, you know, where they just were taking the picture for that scene. And the lighting's terrible. His face is very shiny. There's just like nothing but like shiny on his face, you know.
Obviously,
he's always-
Jerry wasn't there.
Yeah, yeah. It, you know, just seemed like kind of hurried. Sit down here. Let us ask you a couple questions about Cybill, you know, while we get her set up like with proper lighting and filming in the next room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't paying that much attention to Bruce at this time. And yeah, I mean, of course, he's always good looking. Always. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
80s
sure.
Bruce Willis is my favorite Bruce Willis.
Oh, definitely.
But the lighting here is just terrible with the shiny face
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff.
shocking.
Yeah, and kind
It's
of
making him
yellowish.
look all sweaty and nervous.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, he looks sweaty and yeah, you're right. And yellowish skin or something. I don't know. It's just bad lighting, but just the big smiles on his face. Like, yes, his enthusiasm. Like, you know, he just it really shines through. It really shines through.
Exciting, you know. She's done some some good stuff. She's one of those gorgeous straight men I've ever seen in my life.
I can do anything if you'll
Well-
just give me a chance.
We love that. She's one of the
Yeah.
most gorgeous straight men I've ever seen in my life. I mean,
Yeah.
he always comments on Cybill's beauty. Always.
Yeah, always. Even in the
Commentary.
commentaries. he did
Yes.
too, yeah.
Interviews. Like, yeah, he just thought she was extremely beautiful, which she is, of course. But yes, we just love to hear him say that, right? Any thoughts from the chat?
Oh, sorry. Marigold, I'm not keen on the glasses if I'm honest. Yep. And also she says that first scene of her in bed, oh my God, she's a goddess. No wonder Bruce was smitten. Yep. Oh, Chilla. Hi, Chilla. Chilla's back. I love that he calls her a gorgeous gorgeous straight man. Yep.
Yes. Love it. It's great.
Great way to put it.
Yeah, it's funny. It's very funny. Yeah. Well, yes. I think we'll have mixed reviews on the glasses. Some people will love them, some people will hate them. And yeah. Anyway, yes, we all love that he talks about her, how gorgeous she is. And anyway, let's move on.
Unbutton that.
Excuse me? These days, Cybill is living on her own in Southern California, and she has her fingers crossed that Moonlighting will have a happier ending than some of her earlier projects. But either way, she believes she'll end up right where she started, at the top.
There I am, all right. I'm a survivor. I think that's the only way to get even. Survive them all.
Let's put a little.
So yeah, she talks about that in a lot of interviews about surviving Hollywood. And yeah. And she's had many like iterations of her career, and she has survived. And I think it takes a lot to survive in a world like that.
Oh, definitely. It all started with, the Peter Bogdanovich relationship, and people didn't like that. They thought she was a home wrecker and all that sort of thing. And yeah, she's had her ups and downs, definitely.
Yeah, they were not very well liked as a couple. Excuse me, in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, this part is kind of interesting.
Be picked up for a new season.
How
Have been good, but the cast is still waiting to hear whether the show will be picked up for a new season.
so at that point, we didn't even know if there was going to be a season, as we say season 2, but they think of it as one big season 1. And they were, of course.
It's interesting how they've taken the time to go and interview them, because the show wasn't a hit yet at this stage.
Well, I know. I mean, I think the
It's still
pilot had
early.
aired maybe a couple episodes, but that's what I'm saying. That was Cybill. They were getting attention because of Cybill.
Yeah.
And we can't forget that. We can't forget that,
No.
because later, yeah.
So this must have been in March of 85, maybe, or February, something. They did this.
They filmed, this was April.
Well, because see, Next
March
Stop
or-
Murder came out March 26, 1985.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying
All
to
right.
work out.
Yeah, so they visited the set in March, and then I think this aired in April, yeah. All right. So that's cool. Anything else? I don't know if we need to watch.
Oh, Laura wants to know, is that Mary Hart?
Mary Hart? No. Oh, right here, no, that's not.
No.
This was PM Magazine, and Mary Hart was on Entertainment Tonight.
Yeah, I can see why Laurel thinks it's her. She sort of looks like her.
She does look like her, yeah, totally.
It's just the voice.
100%. Yeah. So then, yeah, in early '87, they used some of the same footage.
Yeah.
They were talking about, what were they talking about? Maybe Bruce's something, Bruce's album or something. And then, yeah, they couldn't go back. They were too big at that point for PM Magazine, or to probably go back to the set to get access to the set.
Oh, okay.
So they just used this like older footage of Bruce and kind of like made it work with what he said.
Oh, I see. Yep.
Yeah. So it's obviously very old footage, but they're in season 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, not knowing if the series is going to be picked up. They're not as polished looks wise or interview wise. They seem very enthusiastic about everything.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts
good.
about this PM Magazine from Grace or anyone else in the chat? Any other thoughts about this early interview?
Not really. Eric says season 4 is my least favorite season. 1, 2, and 3 are what I love. Yeah. I think a lot of people would say that. There's still a lot of good episodes in season 4. But if you're looking at what proper Moonlighting, the setup and everything, the plots, 1, 2, and 3, definitely. They're the go-tos. But season 4 is pretty good too. So.
Yeah. If you take a look, as I say, without the emotion,
Without
take
the
your
emotion.
emotion out of it or your expectation. There's a lot of good episodes in season 4.
Yep.
All right. We don't like the way the plot line went, but nonetheless. All right, so let's move on to later that year, September 24th, 1985. Good Morning America interview with Joan Lunden. Okay, so they aired this interview on the day of the season 2 opener, Brother Can You Spare a Blonde, which was September 24th, 1985.
Yep.
But it was pre-taped, and yeah, I want to try to figure out if we can tell what episode they were actually filming during this time. The outfits, Cybill's wearing a pantsuit, and it doesn't really look like a Cybill outfit, but it doesn't really look like it looks more Maddie Hayes, but it's not a Maddie Hayes outfit that I've really seen, unless it's the one from Funeral for a Doornail. She's wearing like a white pantsuit in the beginning. I don't know, but I don't know if anyone has thoughts about.
They might not have been filming anything. Well, she probably just put her own clothes on. I don't know.
You think those are Cybill's clothes?
Well, because it's so blurry, it's hard to tell. But knowing her, gee, I'm funny. Her clothes, a lot of the time, she wore the wardrobe clothes from moonlighting out everywhere.
That's true.
It's true.
Some of the dresses and stuff. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're right. Well, for this interview, maybe Robert Turturese dressed her for the interview, and they just put her. Maybe this is the pants. Maybe I don't know if this is from like. I don't know, guys. We'll see. Anyway, okay. So, as we were talking about earlier, the season 2 filming schedule, okay? September 24th, Brother Can You Spare a Blonde? It was airing, okay? And that's when they aired this interview. Okay, but the reason I was always like, but wait, I was like confused when I saw this interview previously because they're mentioning the dream sequence. They're talking about Sexy Sexist, but I was like, but wait, that didn't come out for another month, and we had always heard that they were filming, episode to episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that always confused me so much. Like, how are they talking about Sexy Sexist when that hasn't even aired yet, and it didn't air for quite some time after that?
Yeah. Well, that's because Dream Sequence was filmed in August. This interview was in September, and then the Dream Sequence didn't come out till October.
Yes, thank you, Grace.
And now it all makes sense why they're talking about it.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. So, yep. So these dates show what Grace was just saying. Dream Sequence was actually filmed in August. This episode is in September, but Dream Sequence doesn't air until October. So that, answers the question. Like, how are they talking about Dream Sequence when? Okay. Oh my gosh, it all come. We get all the answers, Grace. We just have to wait years for it, We get it in drips and drabs.
We do. Yeah. It's crazy.
Okay. Filming date. All right. But, okay. So here's Cybill's, This is Cybill's hair in the interview. All right.
Here we go. Shawna and the hair.
Me and the hair. The hair, we have to use the hair as evidence, okay? If we're like detectives ourselves, if we're like Blue Moon detectives, then we have to use the hair, to try to kind of figure out what were they filming. All right, and let's look at the schedule again, okay? So like it aired in September, right? So early September, they were filming My Fair David and Knowing Her, but it's not Knowing Her hair. No, that would be after. Or like the day of. I don't think they were filming this the day of. My Fair David, Portrait of Maddie, possibly. I don't know. Anyway, here's some sample hair. This would be like the day of if they were filming like Atlas Belched. Here's the hair from My Fair David.
No, that's flatter. Yeah, it's more like that one. Yeah.
So you think they were filming Portrait? It's funny how I didn't really realize this before, but she wore her hair up a lot like this in this like 1 or 2 clips, a lot that season. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, well, it looks more like, Portrait, doesn't it?
I would say Portrait, and then also look at Bruce's hair, because his hair is shorter than it is like in My Fair David. His hair is kind of like this.
Volumized.
So, yeah, it's like it's a there's some layers to it, I guess you could say. So Portrait. So yeah, maybe like Portrait was filmed August 22nd to September 3rd, and this aired on September 24th. So maybe like the first week of September, towards the end of Portrait,
Yeah, maybe. Yep.
Anyone have any thoughts, chat wise?
I
would say I would think I was thinking around Portrait as well.
Yeah. Yeah, looks more like Portrait. When was Portrait filmed? August 22nd to September 3. So, but then again, they can always do her hair up the same. So you don't know. Marigold wants to know, what is a mid-season replacement? I've heard that mentioned a few times. We don't have that in the UK. I've heard the show was a mid-season replacement. Can you explain that, Shawna?
Yeah. A mid-season replacement is so the previous fall a show started, but it got canceled. So therefore the network had a hole in their schedule for like January. So they needed 6 episodes to fill in. So they replaced another show mid-season, basically.
Yep. Laurel says, yes, I agree with Eric. Season 4 is the weakest. Well, I don't know about that, but
season 5 I think is the weakest. But,
season 5, yeah.
Season,
Marigold, I quite like season 4 because I love a bit of angst. Okay, she likes the angst, Shawna.
Well, if you like angst, season 4 is
the rest of the show.
Your place. Season 4 is your place, yeah. Season 4, angsty David, my goodness, you got a ton of that.
So Chilla is saying, so that interview is right after their trip to Hawaii, right?
Sorry. Hawaii was right after Money Talks. Right before Dream Sequence. Hawaii fell right here. They filmed Money Talks. They went to Hawaii for a long weekend, the 27th. Through like the 1st.
Yeah.
So
it was after. You're right. It was
after. Yeah, it was after. Yes, it was after. Sorry, I'm being pedantic. But yes, they have gone to Hawaii.
Wow.
They've gone
Love to have been a fly on that wall.
Oh my gosh. Imagine running into them on the ski slopes or like on the beaches of Hawaii or something like that. What are you guys doing here together?
Yeah.
Love it. So yes, that was after. Alrighty. Yeah, this outfit, I don't know. Don't know where this comes from. If anyone, Anyway. We kind of already discussed that. Cybill, Maddie, other.
Yeah.
She's wearing pants. I don't think she's wearing sneakers, Grace. You might be happy to know that.
Oh, I'm sure she is.
You think? I think she's wearing normal. I don't know. Well, I don't know if we can get a glimpse of her feet, but here we go. And Bruce is wearing a gray sweater. Of course, he's always wearing a gray sweater, isn't he? No.
Well, that was the in thing, I guess. Knitted
or other
knitted jumpers. Yeah, they were the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you ready for it?
I'm sitting down.
Let's watch.
The device of comedy writers is to throw 2 characters together who sort of like each other but sort of hate each other too, and then let the friction take its course. For example, on ABC's Moonlighting, a detective named David and a model named Maddie work together. She owns and they run a detective agency.
Something I can do for you?
What was that?
Phone. Still is.
Addison, did we get a case?
A case?
A case.
A case?
A customer.
A customer?
A customer. That woman on the phone. Does she want to hire us? Was that a case?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah. Kind of.
Well, yesterday, Bruce Willis and Cybill Shepherd joined me from Los Angeles to talk about their characters'
yesterday.
relationship.
Well, that's not really fighting, see. What? Is it?
It's love-hate.
We like each other.
Yeah, so it was the day before,
it's just
Shauna.
never listens to what I say.
Yeah.
I'll try
I
and-
find what you say obnoxious as a character.
Don't know if I believe that.
Yes, as a character, as a
It's not what
person,
you-
he's great.
It's charming.
Yeah, but you're such a sexist on the show that I can't stand for that. I mean, I'm a modern, liberated feminist.
You're just as much of a sexist as I am.
No, this is a character. We're talking about, not us. He is not like that.
I'm really not like that at all.
All right, Cybill, how has
They
this
both-
year's
And he rolls his eyes.
They both rolled their eyes.
this
Yeah.
year's compared to last year's? You're doing a bit more.
We've gotten more personal in the arguments and real upset with
We have
each
some
other.
pet names for each other. We call each other now that kind of
Pet names?
pet names.
I don't remember
word?
that. Pet names?
Didn't
So he called me a sexy sexist, and I got real upset at
Sexy
that.
sexist.
Well, you know, I'm told that right from the audition, the sparks flew in the audition. And
Yeah.
People were fainting. People were, I mean, the oxygen got real thin. The ozone layer, it was drastic. I'll tell you, it was really, no one really knew that it was going to happen.
Bruce,
I knew it was going to happen.
I think it was the second audition for you. Didn't you come one time and you were, I don't know what you looked like, but they told you to go home and clean up and come back or something?
Yeah, it's amazing what a little soap and water will do.
Why were you looking like
Well,
that?
I had just come out from New York, and I had done a screen test for a film about Lower East Side musicians, and I chopped off all my hair, and I had like 3 earrings in over here. I hadn't shaved for a few days, and I just kind of went in on the audition. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know anything about the show, so I didn't think I had to go in looking like
clean-cut guy.
Thank you, clean-cut guy.
But when you did go back in, I mean, by that time, you knew that this was an audition for the network. How nervous were you?
I don't get nervous at auditions. It's you either get the job or you don't get it.
Cybill, is that true?
I get real nervous at auditions.
How were you guys at that audition?
Well, I knew that he was just wonderful. I thought he was real attractive. And do you remember what you said to me?
Can we say it on the air?
Yeah.
Tell 'em.
You looked at my eyes and you said, "How can I work? You're so beautiful staring into those eyes."
I know,
You
it was
remember
tough.
that?
I was dazed. I was like,
That's a
I
nice
wanted
way
to
to
put a
say
my
part
heart
in
started
it
going
to that.
boom, 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 boom. I mean, I wasn't really nervous about doing the audition. It was real nice, working with Cybill. I mean, just doing that. We had fun. We were just horsing around.
And you're still
Most of the
having
time.
fun. What did he do to you?
Still
Something about a
horsing
food fight. What did he do to you, Cybill?
He didn't do it. Somebody else did it to us.
Oh.
They threw pies in our faces. Originally, it wasn't scripted like that. But then we had simultaneously, we had the same idea that, wait a minute, there's a food fight. Everybody else is getting pies but us. Where are our pies? So we ended up getting pies. It was great. You should try it. You should get hit in the face sometime.
Everyone should try it. I'll tell you.
It's real
Really.
You know, I think we all watch.
It's
So funny.
great.
You know, I read in one article about you, Bruce, it said something that women viewers sense something slightly dangerous about you.
Yeah, someone said that. I'm harmless as a puppy. I mean, I haven't.
Thick neck.
Thick neck. It could be.
Neck?
I'm
Someone
teasing
called me
you.
that, too.
Somebody
People
said,
say
"You don't
things
have a
about me all the
thick neck."
time. I have a regular size 16.5-inch neck.
It's a beautiful
And
neck.
it's a good-looking neck, thank you. I don't know about danger. Maybe they're talking about some of the other work that I do. It's just that on the show we crack a lot of jokes and we we horse around a lot, but occasionally there are times where it gets real for a minute, and maybe that's what they're talking about. I don't know.
Those little moments of real time. Cybill, obviously a lot of actors and actresses read these same lines that you read, but there wasn't that chemistry there that they search for on television that somehow is here between the two of you. What do you think that is, that chemistry between the two of you?
Well, it's, excuse me, it's undefinable. It doesn't have anything to do with the talent of the two people involved. It's just an attraction. I don't know what constitutes that attractions. I don't know if it's atoms or if it's something in the animal kingdom that we should know about, some smells that we give out. But it happens between some actors and actresses, and it doesn't happen with others. And it happened with us, and we all recognize that, the producers and myself. And even though I went on to read with other people, there was never anybody, I never felt that there was anybody that could do the job except for Bruce. So he ended up doing the job.
Yeah, chemistry is, it's not that we're trying to play chemistry.
Yeah, you can't.
It's more
It has to be there.
Cybill doing her work and myself doing my work, and what comes out of that makes this chemistry that has everyone hubbubbing.
Well, whatever it is
Like
that's
that word,
working,
hubbubbing.
they're hubbubbing. They are
Hubbubbing.
definitely hubbubbing. Nice to see you two. Good luck.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank
I just had a thought. Could
Yeah.
they have been could they have been filming Knowing Her? Because he's wearing the grey jumper, looks like the one in Knowing Her. And
It's
she was
not.
wearing the
I
pantsuit
checked.
at the police station.
No,
No?
it's not. I checked the outfits. They're not. It's not the same outfits. And her hair was
Okay.
parted down the middle in Knowing Her the whole time.
Yeah,
It's
Knowing Her
not.
it was down the middle. Yes, that I do
Yeah.
know. Okay.
But yeah,
All
that's
right.
not the
Just a
sweater.
thought.
And no, I had the same thought. I'm not negating you. I'm just saying I looked. I thought the exact same thing, but I can show you. I can pull up the
Because
if
Knowing
you don't
Her
want to get
was
copy.
filmed from September 23 to October 5. So, but this wasn't, yeah, no, it was probably too early for that. It's
She
more
said,
for Mike
yeah,
there,
she talked to
David.
them yesterday, but I don't quite believe that. I don't think that that was them yesterday because if they were filming, unless they weren't filming that day, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that would have been a Monday. Of course they would be filming. I don't know. I just, that's not, I mean, do you want me to try to show you the outfits?
Well, have you got them? Have you got them ready though?
No,
No,
I better
don't.
not. Okay. I don't want to mess up our presentation.
Maybe if we got enough
Okay.
time later.
Yeah. I'll show you at the end. Let's get through the presentation. So a couple of things that I noticed. The pie story is a different version from one that we've heard before. Cybill said in the past that she asked Glenn if they could get pies in their faces, and he said, you have to convince Bruce. It's fine with me, but like, go ask Bruce. Okay? And then she had to go to Bruce and be like, do you mind if we get pies in our face? You know? Now, here she's saying they simultaneously had the same idea. I don't know.
Yeah. So there's two different conflicting stories there.
Yeah. Unless Bruce said, oh, I was thinking the same thing. You know, you never know. I mean, maybe it's just from a different point of view.
Even back then, she was not remembering stuff.
I know. Yeah, that's true. They never remember things exactly like as crisply as we want them to. Now, also, just a side note, this is about 6 months before the GMA video with David Hartman.
Yep.
Okay, so this comes before that David Hartman video that we've already interview that we've already looked at.
Yes.
But yeah, a lot of the same kind of things, right? Like Cybill's flirtation, you know, her little like innuendos, like I knew it was going to happen. Bruce, and again, you know, Bruce talking about his heart beating, like he did in the PM magazine, which is very cute.
Yep.
How many times does Cybill touch Bruce in this interview? She's constantly got her hands on him.
Yes.
You know, like in the other GMA, she's talking about like big head, and now it's like a thick neck. She's always got like, a little comment on his looks. Yeah.
Yeah, the thick neck has been mentioned a couple of times.
Yeah, someone must have said, you know, when they were measuring his neck or something like that, that like he's got like a thick neck for these shirts or something.
I think it's in an episode, in a car scene.
Really?
Thing about that, yeah. I just can't think of it right now.
Yeah, I think I'll tell you my thoughts, and then you can tell me yours, and we can read in the chat. If we from March, that PM magazine article where Bruce is like, "Oh, shiny and new."
Yeah.
Here he's like much more mature. He just seems like already like wised up to, I don't know, like not wised up to, like he's less green. He's a little bit more experienced, even just like 6 months later now. A little bit more experienced. He and Cybill, I think, have really like gelled. I think they're in a good place in their relationship. I don't know. I mean, I think they've been working together long enough now where they have like a good like rapport. And then another thought, you know, Cybill kind of taking credit for hiring Bruce. You know, I thought he was the only one who could do the job. I thought, you know, where like, I don't know, Glenn has said Cybill takes a little bit more credit. Like she actually didn't want Bruce.
Cybill.
She didn't want to, not that she didn't want Bruce, but she didn't want to test with him. And she put up like a lot of like
No.
Yeah, she was not easy about it. Like Cybill kind of paints it like, oh, as soon as I knew him, yeah, as soon as I saw Bruce, I knew he was the one. I knew no
Yeah.
one else could do the job.
Yeah.
I was all for him. But
Yeah.
really, she was very resistant to even put anything on film between the two of them. She
Yeah.
had to be very much convinced. He had to do screen tests with other people before she would even go on camera with
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
So yeah, Cybill kind of makes it seem
Because
like
she thought that Bruce, that Glenn, if Glenn saw them together on screen, that he might ditch her. That was her worry. Now, why?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
I don't know.
obviously
I don't know.
wasn't a lot of confidence there. But yeah, she thought, no, I'm not doing this test with him because you might ditch me, so I'm not doing it. So they had to use that other girl, which is out there, by the way, if people want to.
Yes,
It's on
that's out
our.
there. That's on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So, any other initial thoughts about this
Okay.
interview or compared to like the PM magazine or any thoughts from the chat?
Okay. I'm going back. There's quite a few comments today. Okay, then going back. Okay, Marigold, the outfit looks yellow. Yeah, it does look yellow. So we just can't work out what that pantsuit is. Bruce looked adorable in Brother. Yes, agree with that. Chiller, look at the body language, how they're both crossing their legs towards each other. Yes, that's very good body language. Yeah.
Yes,
I actually watched this guy on YouTube, and he puts a video up and he analyzes people's body language and what he thinks their real thoughts are and stuff like that, especially people that have just committed a crime.
And can I comment on that real quick?
Yeah.
Yes, they do that all the time. Their body language is always turned towards each other, even in as late as season 5.
Yeah.
Even season 5, they're like they're always turned towards each other. They're like holding hands and stuff like that. They're like always kind of like, curled up together in a way, and like, gosh, I mean, we were watching Lady in the Iron Mask yesterday, and part of it might be framing, but they sit so close to each other. They're like overlap. They're like that,
Yeah.
But yes, body language, they always do that. It's so true. Yeah, even like in the other GMA that we looked at, his hand is on her, they're turned towards each other. His hand is on the arm of her chair. She's holding his hand, and all the things. Yeah.
I think early on they really liked each other. They really did. But shit happens. Anyway, next is Eric. Cybill still looks amazing and beautiful at 76. Yes, she does. Absolutely gorgeous. Marigold says she keeps touching him. Laurel says here we go. Almost hate to bring this up, but does he seem like he's pausing and trying to find the right words back then? Is it the same as his most recent interviews? Thinking about early signs of dementia.
Well, Bruce had a stutter. He had a pretty bad stutter.
Yeah, when he was
but you can hear it in interviews. I think he was always careful with his words and how he says things. He might be a little bit guarded due to just the press in general. He did get kind of guarded about the press because of things that were written about him in the press.
Yeah.
I also think that he's careful to respond to Cybill's like innuendos and things like that. He wisely holds back from, just like in that other GMA interview, she talks and says a lot of like body kind of innuendo type things, and he doesn't really respond, which is probably a wise choice on his part. I think he's careful about what he says, but he was guarded in that other GMA interview too, and reminding Cybill we're on tape and stuff like that.
Yeah. He had a stutter as a child, and then when during school I think he did some plays or something, acting in school, and he realized that the stutter went away when he was acting. So I think there's still signs of it there, but it's not as prominent as it was when he was a child. So the other thing I wanted to say was, how he mentioned, I was coming from for the audition. He was cut short because he was coming from this musician audition. But in another interview, he says he was going for an interview with, Platoon or Full Metal Jacket or something, one of those. So I
I've
don't
heard
get that.
Desperately Seeking Susan. I thought it was Desperately Seeking Susan. Maybe
Well,
he was out for like a few auditions, and it was the Summer Olympics. He also said he was out for the Summer Olympics.
uh,
Yeah, sound like, yeah, there might have been multiple auditions.
yeah. Marigold. He wore that sweater in Sleep Talking Guy. He wore that damn sweater everywhere. Yeah, he did. He did wear a grey one then, but it's a bit hard to tell if it's the same one because it's all blurry.
Guy.
Laurel, just wondering if it's a sign or just something he always did back then. Yeah, I think he was probably just cautious, especially being new. He didn't want to say the wrong thing. Yeah, so that's why he was always saying, Cybill, behave yourself. Marigold, Laurel and I saw an aphasia expert on YouTube, and he said you can get symptoms up to 30 years before. But remember, he had a stutter for years, so maybe that's why he pauses. Yeah. And Bruce had a strong stutter when he was a kid. That's right. Chiller, the thick neck comment is in My Fair David when they're in the car. Thank you. Thank you. I knew it was a car scene. They're very informative, Chiller. Love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So My Fair David was filmed September 5 to September 17, and this is after that. No. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why
so
I thought, I'm sure it was a car scene. Thank you, Chilla.
Yeah.
Laurel, Scott Rouse. What does that mean? Who's Scott Rouse? Question mark. I don't know.
Explain. Tell us more.
Laurel,
Say
yes,
more.
I kind of think that's what it was, ladies. Yep. Laurel says, yes, Desperately Seeking Susan. Yeah. Well, in different places and even in the commentary, it's different what he says where he was going for auditions for. Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Anyway, that's the end of the comments.
Okay. Because here he says, I was doing a play or something like that in New York about Lower East Side musicians. And then, yeah. But then, well, it could have been all of the above. You know what I mean? Like he could have been working on a lot of different things, but out in LA for the Summer Olympics, but also going on multiple auditions. One of them, which was moonlighting. Thank God for us. So let's see.
But you're such a sexist on the show that I can't stand.
Oh, darn it. Sorry, guys. Okay, the other thing that I like is how they slip into the characters. You know, there's always that blurred line, even in real life, when it's like this is Cybill and Bruce, but they're slipping into Maddie and David talking about you're a sexist and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah. It's just she just never listens to what I say.
Well, I find what you say obnoxious as a character.
Obnoxious?
Yes, as a character, as a person, he's great.
It's charming.
Yeah, but you're such a sexist on the show that I can't stand for that. I mean, I'm a modern, liberated feminist.
You're just as much of a sexist as I am.
No, this is the characters we're talking about, not us. Okay. He is not like that.
I'm really not like that at all.
All right, Cybill,
Okay.
how has
He rolls his eyes.
And look at Cybill. She rolls her eyes and goes like this, and he rolls his eyes. And that is very funny. That's
so funny.
Yeah. That is, I feel, like we get a little bit of behind the scenes stuff that's going on. I mean, he's saying we like each other. She's saying as a person, he's great. We should count how many times she touches him in this interview. Right?
Yeah. Actually, we should, yes.
Yeah. I mean, shall we? While we're here.
Yep.
Okay, so it's past this. So yeah, see, they're the trailers for Brother Can You Spare a Blonde, which starts tonight.
Yesterday, Bruce Willis and Cybill Shepherd joined me from Los Angeles to talk about their characters' relationship.
Well, that's not really fighting, see. What is it?
It's love hate.
They like each other. Yeah.
I'd like to know what the question was before that. There's a couple cuts in this when he's talking more about the pies, and they come in mid-conversation. He says, "Well, that's not really fighting. That's like, what was the question? Why don't we hear the whole interview? Again, like."
Yeah.
If this is great, but I want to hear the whole thing,
Yeah, that's right.
She just never listens to what I say.
Well,
I wonder when he says she never listens to what I say, is he talking about Cybill or is he talking about Maddie? What do you think?
I reckon he's talking about Cybill.
Cybill. Okay.
You say obnoxious as a character.
Obnoxious?
Yes, as a character, as a
It's not what
person,
you-
he's great.
It's charming.
Yeah, but you're such a sexist on the show that I can't stand for that. I mean, I'm a modern, liberated feminist.
You're just as much of a sexist as I am.
Now, this is the characters that we're talking about, not us. He is not like that.
Okay, one.
One.
I'm really not like that at all.
All right, Cybill, how has this year's bickering and arguing and fighting, how is this year's compared to last year's? You're doing a bit more.
We've gotten more personal in the arguments and real upset with
We have
each
some
other.
pet names for each other. We call each other now that kind of
Pet names?
pet names.
Look at
I
there.
remember that. Pet names?
Like
So he called me a sexy sexist, and I got real upset at
sexy
that.
sexist.
Well, you know, I'm told that right from the audition, the
sexist.
sparks flew in the audition. And
Yeah.
People were fainting. I mean, the oxygen got real thin, the ozone layer, it was drastic. I'll tell you, it was really, no one really knew that it was going to happen.
Bruce,
I knew it was going to happen.
I think it would
So Cybill, she's going like this, like she looks like she's trying not to touch him. And then, yeah, like no one knew it was going to happen. And then, of course, Cybill, with her, you know, she never misses a moment to, you know, put a little innuendo in there. She's like, I knew it was going to happen. And Bruce is like, he like kind of like, you know, is like, nope, do not respond to that. Do not respond to that. Right?
Yep.
Any comments or anything to say, Grace, so far? As we count the touches between them.
Oh, okay. Laurel responded to our question. That Scott guy. She said Scott is a body language expert.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We need him, and we need people who like detect lies in speech.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when they talk about, you know, whether they slept together or not, you know, we can get the real truth.
Yeah, which is a lot of
I
crap.
mean, we know the truth. But
We know the truth. Marigold said Cybill makes it so obvious she wants him. Laurel says, I contacted Scott to suggest he look at their body language, and he responded that it sounded interesting, but he hasn't done it yet. I should keep hounding him. Thank you, Laurel. It's great.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
And bring him on alive. Come on alive, and let's do it together.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to love this, Shawna. Chilla says, it's so funny they're acting like an old married couple.
I know. I know. Yes. And this is about like, 10 months in working together? 10, 11 months?
Tupper, they are blurring the lines of reality and also like an exercise in improvisation.
Yeah.
Cute. Anne says, I love this interview because Bruce is funny and they are playful with each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Marigold, I knew it was going to happen in inverted commas. And it did happen, didn't it, Cybill? Yes. Thank you, Marigold.
Yep. Again and again and again.
Again.
Yeah, and we get a lot of Bruceisms like he doesn't say knuckleheads, which is definitely a Bruceism, but I think he says like horsing around and hubbub and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he kind of does that kind of like he did in that other GMA where it's like I wanted to use, you know, I forget what the word was, but I wanted to use it in a sentence. He's like, hubbub. You like that? You like that word, hubbub? You know, I think that was like very much a Bruce like jokey thing. Like, I'm trying a new phrase out today. I'm trying a new word. Do you like it? You know? All right. Anyway, so she's touched him once.
second audition for you. Didn't you come one time and you were, I don't know what you looked like, but they told you to go home and clean up and come back or something?
Yeah, it's amazing what a little soap and water will do.
Why were you looking like that?
I had just come out from New York, and I had done a screen test for a film about Lower East Side musicians, and I chopped off all my hair. I had like 3 earrings in over here. I hadn't shaved for a few days, and I just kind of went in on the audition. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know anything about the show, so I didn't think I had to go in looking like a
clean-cut guy.
Clean-cut guy.
Thank you, clean-cut guy.
But when you did go back in, I mean, by that time, you knew that this was an audition for the network. How nervous were you?
No, I don't get nervous at auditions. It's you either get the job or you don't get it.
Cybill, is that true?
I get real...
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. He doesn't get nervous at auditions. It kind of shows that, like, how confident, he
Yeah.
kind of, his
He's
confidence
always
level.
been a
and so,
confident kind of guy. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's a good
Hidden
attitude to have
stress.
when you go
It
in,
is.
Either
Absolutely.
you get it or you don't. Either
Yeah.
you're what you're what they're looking for, or you're not.
Mm.
But Cybill is the opposite. I get real nervous at auditions. Yeah.
Mm.
I've never had an audition, but I'm sure I get real nervous. I can
Yeah, I
handle
was going to
that.
say she wouldn't have had many auditions. The first thing she did, he chose her. Peter chose her. So after that, they probably just asked her to do the movies and so forth. I don't know. I don't know how many she would have done, to be honest.
I know. Well, I mean, and then Glenn kind of wrote this role for her,
That's
like
right.
Bruce said in at the Man and Woman Awards. Cybill kind of already had the part.
Yeah.
All right, let me go on.
Nervous at auditions.
How were you guys at that audition?
Well, I knew that he was just wonderful. I thought he was real attractive. And do you remember what you said to me?
Can we say it on the air?
Yeah.
No.
You looked at my eyes and you said, "How can I work? You're so beautiful staring into those eyes."
I know,
You
it was
remember
tough. I was dazed.
I think that's.
I
Funny.
wonder
He's
if that was in the elevator. You know how in the commentary he said
Yeah.
that, going up in the elevator with her, he goes, that was the real screen test.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. He was flirting with Cybill and flirting with her. Yeah.
Yeah, bad.
I think his comment that he says, she goes, "Do you remember what you said to me?" And he goes, "Can we say it on the air?"
He'd been cautious yet again.
That's funny though. It's like, oh, well, what did you say to her? That we can't put on the air.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just talking about how attractive they found each other's always what we love to hear.
That's a
I
nice
wanted
way
for
to
the
start.
part.
I started going boom, 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 boom.
All right. She touched him once or twice more. I'm gonna count that as 2.
Mm-hmm.
So we're up to 3.
I mean, I wasn't really nervous about doing the audition. It was real nice, working with Cybill. I mean, just doing that. We had fun. We were just horsing around.
And you're still
Most of the
having
time.
fun. What did he do to you?
Still
Something about a
horsing
food fight. What did he do to you, Cybill?
He didn't do it. Somebody else did it to us.
Oh.
They threw pies in our faces. Originally, it wasn't scripted like that. But then we had simultaneously, we had the same idea that, wait a minute, there's a food fight. Everybody else is getting pies but us. Where are our pies?
Was
So
it
we ended up
fun?
getting pies. It was great. You should try it. You should get hit in the face sometime.
Everyone should try.
Now that is so funny that they both really seem to love to get hit in the face with a pie.
Yeah. Must be fun.
And then we asked Cybill about that when we talked to her, and she was like, "Oh, it was great. It was great." They
Yeah. Oh,
loved it.
she loved the pie in the face.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know why they love that pie in the face so much. I don't want someone throwing a pie in my face, but whatever.
It's cute.
Each their own. It's cute. Okay, she's touching him again, so this is 4.
That's 4. God.
I'll tell you,
It's real
really.
I think we all watch.
It's great.
So yeah, see, he says like he was eating the custard or something like that. Like they cut that interview in a weird way. I mean, they cut that. Did you see that, Grace?
No.
Okay, watch.
It's great.
You see that? Oh my gosh! If I click in the wrong place.
Advice of
Things in over here. Hey,
cut guy.
thank you, Chris, at audition.
Well, I knew.
Oh,
You looked at.
real nice, working with Cybill. I mean, just doing that. We had fun. We were just horsing around.
And you're still
Most of the
having
time.
fun. What did he do to you?
Still
Something about a
horsing
food fight. What did he do to you, Cybill?
Yeah, what's
He
the
didn't
clip?
do it. Somebody else did it to us.
Oh.
They threw pies in our faces. Originally, it wasn't scripted like that. But then we had simultaneously, we had the same idea that, wait a minute, there's a food fight. Everybody else is getting pies but us. Where are our pies? So we ended up getting pies. It was great. You should try it. You should get hit in the face sometime.
Everyone should try it. I'll tell
It's
you,
real
really.
I think we all watch.
It's great.
Yeah.
I read in one article about you, Bruce, that said something that women viewers sense something slightly dangerous about you.
Yeah, someone said that. I'm harmless as a puppy.
I'm harmless as a puppy.
I haven't,
Thick neck.
Thick neck. It could be.
Neck.
So there, I think he's holding back, saying when she goes, "What about a thick neck?" And he's like, "Okay."
Yeah.
He wants to say more. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
wants to, like, give it
There's
back to her.
definitely an in joke there. There's an in joke. That's for
There's
sure.
an in joke, yes, and he wants to like make another comment about thick something.
I
but
mean,
he's
look at
holding
that grin now. I mean, he's got such a cheeky look on his face. It's not funny.
I know. Yeah, and he's looking at Cybill like, yeah. He's always looking at her like, I can't believe that's coming out of your mouth. That's hilarious. Okay. Anyway,
Someone called me that too. People say things about
touching.
me
Okay.
all the time. I was a little
That's 6. She's touched him 6 times, Grace.
regular size 16.5-inch neck.
It's a beautiful
And
neck.
it's a good
7.
looking neck.
7.
I don't know about danger. Maybe they're talking about some of the other work that I do. It's just that on the show we crack a lot of jokes and we we horse around a lot, but occasionally there are times where it gets real for a minute, and maybe that's what they're talking about. I don't know.
Those little moments of real time.
His little dimple.
Sybil,
So cute.
obviously a lot of actors and actresses read these same lines that you read, but there wasn't that chemistry there that they search for on television that somehow is here between the two of you. What do you think that is, that chemistry between the two of you?
Well, it's, excuse me, it's undefinable. It doesn't have anything to do with the talent of the two people involved. It's just an attraction. I don't know what constitutes that attractions. I don't know if it's atoms or if it's something in the animal kingdom that we should know about, some smells that we give out. But it happens
His
with some between...
face. Some smells we give out. He's like, excuse me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That is so funny.
That's hilarious. Oh my God, Sybil.
Sybil, I know. Oh my gosh, hilarious.
But she's always said that even on our interview with her, it's not the actor's talent that brings that chemistry out. It's something.
No,
who knows what it is in the universe that causes that.
Yeah.
Because you could put somebody else
definitely...
next to her and it's just not the same. Not the same.
Well, yeah. Even like Mark Harmon, who's a very handsome man, but still, it's like, no. I mean, no. And or like Dennis Dugan or whatever. Yeah, it's like you got to put these two together to get that chemical reaction. But the smells, the atoms or whatever she's talking about, I love. Watch Bruce's face, Grace.
Some smells that we give out, but it happens with between some actors and actresses, and it doesn't happen with others, and it happened with us, and we all recognize that, the producers and myself, and even though I went on to read with other people, there was never anybody, I never felt that there was anybody that could do the job except for Bruce, so he ended up doing the job.
Yeah, chemistry is, it's not that we're trying to play chemistry. It's more
it has to be there.
Sybil doing her work and myself, doing my work, and what comes out of that makes this chemistry that has everyone hubbubbing.
Well, whatever it is that's working, they're hubbubbing. They are definitely hubbubbing.
Nice
big
smiles,
big
smiles.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank.
Yeah, the big smile, like she's really like smiling at him. Look at those smiles.
Yeah.
They're so cute. Yeah, hubbubbing and all the things. Yep. So she touched him 7 times?
Yeah.
He doesn't reach over and touch her, he's definitely more reserved.
He's sitting there relaxed, crossed his arms, crossed his legs, and he's just not moving. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at their posture is like the same.
Yeah.
Very simpatico. Like they both have their hands folded in their laps and their legs crossed. And wait, I had one other thought. Oh, they said very similar things in the GMA with David Hartman about comes out of the two of them doing their work. They're not trying to play chemistry. It's just what happens. Yeah.
Just what happens. Yeah.
Yeah. Any other comments from the chat?
we got heaps. Okay, Laurel says he's such a big flirt. You can see that Cybill is laughing after she gets hit in the face with the pie. Yeah. Marigold, I think they have already been together either in the way Cybill described in her book or there was more to it and she wants him still. That's why she reminded him what he said to her. Yeah, at the audition. With Bruce, it's harder to tell because he's so guarded. Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
absolutely. Very interesting.
Yeah, very. Hold on a second. I'm going to show you something. So here are their outfits.
Yeah, that's pink. No, okay.
Yeah. Her outfit is pink and gray, and that's not that sweater. That sweater has like large balled up, you know.
Yeah, okay. It was worth a try.
No, I looked, yeah. And yeah, that's not like she's got gray under here and yeah, it's pink and um so that's not that. Now, yeah, it's not even like the knowing her sweater. Um what's she wearing here? Here she's wearing this is
I
a
don't know.
dress,
I
right?
don't know. I don't even know when did she wear a yellow pantsuit? I don't remember her um wearing one.
Um Let me show you
Yeah.
one other thing. Um
Uh Marigold says, I think Bruce is very attracted to her, but he knows she's trouble. Yeah, baby. He's trouble. She's trouble. Anne says, I couldn't have helped touching him either. Oh, I'm with you,
Oh my
girlfriend.
gosh. Absolutely. No.
No,
Here.
it's not funeral either.
But she's wearing a pantsuit. But
Yeah.
that's pink, but she's wearing a white pantsuit anyway.
Yeah, we'll have to research that more, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to see the full outfit. Hard to see it. I'm just wondering if she's just wearing the pant. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't recognize any of the jewelry that she's wearing. Don't really recognize that pantsuit.
Yeah. It's probably part of the
And
wardrobe. It looks like
yeah,
something Maddie would wear. It's not really
yeah,
what
yeah.
Cybill would wear. I don't
It's
know.
not really what Sybil wears. Yeah,
Yeah.
that no, from what we
Yeah.
see of
Yeah.
her out, she's more casual. But yeah, it's probably just wardrobe
Yeah.
that they dressed her for that. And that yeah, the gray sweater could be. But
Oh,
yeah, I don't know, guys.
Marigold says
Yeah.
in the Magician episode, so that's in God We Strongly Suspect. Um,
Okay.
she wore a yellow trouser suit. Do you remember her wearing yellow in that one?
I'll pull it up one sec.
Um, which looks a bit like this one.
Okay, let's take a look.
Sheila says in My Fair David, she's wearing a yellow jacket, but she's wearing a skirt, not pants. Okay.
Do do do. Yeah, she is wearing a pantsuit here. Um,
Hmm. That's similar necklace, isn't it?
that necklace. No, I think the necklace that she's wearing is like has bigger, like chunky.
Chunky things on
This,
it. Okay.
yeah, this looks like something she got in Hawaii.
Very
But
funny.
but it could be the pantsuit though.
It could be.
Now in God, that was not taped until later that year, but still doesn't mean it wasn't in wardrobe. Trying to see where I can see the outfit.
It is yellow, isn't it? It's not white, is it?
I don't know. It looks white to me. Is
Hard to
it?
tell.
And then, well, My Fair David, she's wearing. It's very yellow. Did someone mention My Fair David? This could be what she's wearing, though. This could be it, but just a different shirt and different necklace.
Yeah.
This looks similar, but wait, hold
Well,
on. Let
that's
me.
got pockets. Does the other one have pockets on the
That
front?
didn't have pockets.
It's like the old safari jackets in the 70s my father used to wear.
Can you see that? Or no? No.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't see it.
pockets.
You can't see it.
Can't see it, huh?
Yeah, you can't see the pockets, so that's all right. What else?
That's a possibility. That could be. That looked similar.
She's wearing
My Fair
yellow.
David.
She's wearing this.
Yeah, she's wearing.
E. Carpenter says, "Is that the white pantsuit she wore in God? We strongly suspect. The blouse is different, but it looks like the suit she had on in the funeral home." Marigold says, "I thought it was yellow, but it looks white." Yeah, I think it's just. I thought it was yellow too.
It's yeah. I think it's the coloring of the video.
Yeah.
It's making it. I think it's white. I think it actually might be in God. I think you guys are right about that, but just different shirt and necklace. That's what I'm seeing. What do you think, Grace?
Um.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just having a quick look.
You know the hold on. Let me take a little screenshot here. And he's wearing a gray sweater. This is, the things we do.
I know. I'm watching In God We Strongly Suspect at the moment. I don't think it's yellow. It's more of a creamy. Yeah, no, it's not. No, it's a creamy color. It's not yellow. Yeah, they're at the coroner's office, and she's got a pink shirt underneath. Okay, yeah, all right. I don't
What do you
think.
think?
Well, I think In God We Strongly Suspect it's a creamy color. It's not.
Look at the screen, Grace.
Oh, sorry. Well, she's got the collar up, so it's hard to tell.
It has the rolled up sleeves.
She has the rolled up sleeves, yeah.
It has a button. She's got a button here. But this is different. This like lapel is different. Isn't that different? Like I don't know. She's got the collar up, so it's hard to tell. I guess. Could be though. It's promising. Can't really tell what's. But I think it's a different necklace because doesn't this look like just like a one single? Possibly. Did you want to see that again? Sorry.
No, it's all right. Yeah.
All right.
I think it's just Robert Turtery's just put something together and said, "Here, wear that."
Yeah. And that gray sweater, yeah, he's worn it a few times. Someone pointed out on our Facebook page that he's wearing the same sweater in Gunfight as in To Err Is Human. Is that crazy? And I looked and it's true.
Oh yeah, when they're at the car wreckers down there.
Yeah.
Gray sweater one. So it's the same one as To Err Is Human.
Isn't that weird?
Wow.
And
Tell you what,
kept that
I'll tell you what, these people were obsessed with this damn grey jumper.
Well, he had a few of them. I mean, he wears one in like Trip to the Moon and stuff.
Yeah, he had one in Knowing Her. What else?
You guys want to see? There's.
Okay, Anne says that in the intro of Brother, Can You Spare a Blonde? She's wearing the same yellow jacket. And we watched that last night, so why didn't we pick that up? Let's have a look.
Well, here I was going to show Bruce's sweater, Grace. So here it is in Gunfight.
Oh, yeah, that's got the ribbing at the front. That's different. Yeah, okay. So that's the same one as what? To Err Is Human. Okay.
To Err Is Human. Hold on, I'll show that now that we're talking about it. I don't want to get copyrighted.
No.
See?
Yeah, same one.
Isn't that funny? All those later.
They kept it for 3 years. Oh,
okay,
dear.
now we have to look at what? Brother, Can You Spare a Blonde?
Brother, Can You Spare a Blonde at the beginning. Yeah, that was definitely yellow because we watched it last night.
Okay, let's take a look. That could be it.
That could be it. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
could definitely be it.
You're a bloody legend, Anne.
All right,
So
Anne.
we've got
See,
to,
I knew we could do this together.
yeah. See, that's so now we'll look at the interview.
We're good detectives. We've learned from the best.
Anne's a good detective too.
All of us together, I'm saying.
Yeah.
That could be it. All right, let me put that in there.
Has anybody listened to our episode when we did the same thing as them? We said
Yeah, we like that. I don't know if everyone else thinks that's as funny as we do, but oops, sorry.
Our timing wasn't as good as them, but we tried, you know.
Mm-hmm. What do you think? I think that's it.
That's it.
I think that's it.
That's
Anne, gold star.
Gold star for Anne.
Gold star today.
Gold star for Anne.
Okay, so that makes sense. What is it? Oh, this is brother.
Yeah, so brother
Now,
can
we
you
still
spare
have
yeah.
Yeah, this is brother. Okay, so this is the outfit from Brother Can You Spare a Blonde? But we still haven't answered the question, what were they filming when they talked to Joan Lunden? And I don't think it was knowing her. She says she talked to them yesterday, but I think she might just be saying that, you know what I mean? To make it sound more like immediate.
Yeah.
Because they don't look knowing her at all right here. What do you guys think?
No.
Yeah, I think that's the outfit for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely the outfit. But if this was September, the air date of the interview, is that right? That was September?
Yes. September 24th.
So around that time, they were filming My Fair David and Knowing Her. And before that, Portrait of Maddie. So I don't know. Anyway, that's good. We found the suit. We found the jacket.
Found the jacket. Found the outfit. That's great.
But in that scene in Brother, is she wearing a skirt or is she wearing the pants? Can you tell?
I'm looking, but I can't.
You can't tell. Yeah.
When they walk off and then they come back.
No, that's
gosh, we never see. It's just really hard to tell. It looks like a skirt. Looks like a big belt, heavily belted. Hard to tell.
Well, that's all right.
His hair is longer here. Well, so that's brother. Yep. So they were filming. It was either Knowing Her or My Fair David.
Yeah.
My vote is it was My Fair David.
Yeah. Well, Chilla and Anne, you win 5 stars.
5-star viewers.
Yes,
5-star fans.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
And the yellow jacket.
This is why it's fun to do these lives and do this all together, Otherwise it's like Grace and I talking in a vacuum and then releasing it, a couple weeks later and getting feedback from you guys. Yeah, it's fun to do it in the moment and track it all down. Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, portrait. My Fair David. Could be My Fair David. Look at it's kind of like a flat swoop.
Yeah, it could be.
It's tied back. Her hair is kind of curly here.
Yeah. Sort of the same length.
Yeah. That's my vote. Anyway. We haven't totally solved that one, but I would say.
All right.
What else? Oh, yeah. No, I guess we answered all the questions. I thought we had something else to talk about, but I don't know. What else, Grace? Anything else?
No,
Any other thoughts about?
No.
Any other thoughts about the interview, guys? Did we cover everything, every aspect?
The touching.
The touching. She touched him 7 times. Touched his neck twice. His arm. They touched fingers once when he was like boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Bruce's maturity. What strikes me between the two, Bruce's maturity, how in 6 months it's become very evident you need to interview these two together. Not just like come and interview Cybill and Bruce like separately or whatever. The coolest thing is that we got some behind the scene footage of them actually filming a scene, which I would love to find more of that from the PM magazine. Yeah, I think Bruce. It's really funny, like when you see kind of arrogant Bruce on that interview with where it's post moonlighting with Arsenio Hall, and he's kind of like arrogant and off-putting, and it's like I like this version of Bruce. I like this like kind of more mature like partner.
Yeah, it's a real different Bruce
I mean,
from the start.
yeah, I don't like the arrogant Bruce. I like this more mature version of him that we get. And it's like one thing I always think about Cybill Shepherd when she was on Barbara Walters, and Barbara Walters asks about Bruce and Cybill's relationship, and she says that it was hard at first because they didn't know each other, but with time they've decided to work like for each other, that they work together. And I think that that's the time that we're looking at now, or like we're seeing kind of both of those times in these interviews. In the PM magazine, it was probably a time where it's like they were just getting to know each other, and they were probably two very different people coming from two very different places.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it was hard at first, and I'm sure there were a lot of fights and conversations, like a relationship, like someone saying, like an old married couple. They had to like work to get to that point where you can tell that there is a respect there. Like at some point, Bruce is talking and Cybill kind of like holds herself back, like doesn't want to interrupt what he's saying and stuff like that. And, there's probably been arguments about that. Like, don't talk over me, like listen to what I'm saying. And he says that she doesn't listen at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two things. I'm sure back in those days, because I know they do it now, because I had experience with Jack Canfield. They've got media people that actually teach you how to be in an interview. So there might have been that sort of thing. Be careful of interrupting. Don't talk over somebody, or posture. Hands. Although she probably didn't listen to that. And with their temperaments, if they're having a bad day or they're fighting or whatever, it really helped the scene, as as Maddie Cybill always says.
Maddie Cybill,
yeah, because if you've got that tension and you have an argument, and then you go to do a scene like in Symphony when she loses her mind, or even in the scene with what's the scene? Yours Very Deadly, with the suitcase and all that sort of thing. So had them having a fight beforehand and having that tenseness and already having that in the system and the adrenaline, that's why the scenes came out so good. So thank God they fought. That's what I reckon.
No, I know. I mean, they said it helped them, and they said it took a while to figure out like why they fight and like when they fight and how it helped the scene and stuff like that. I mean, in the behind the backstage like Entertainment Tonight, and Bruce was, after they won like their Golden Globes, and Bruce was saying, we look forward to fighting again. We can't wait till the next fight because I don't know. I think that's how they communicated, and probably even as actors, and that's
interesting.
You got to kind of fight. Yeah, sometimes you have to fight to like move things forward, or maybe they're just fiery people. They're passionate people. That's what they were all passionate people, like Glenn, Bruce, Cybill,
Yeah. Yep.
So it was a lot of working out those kind of things. Yeah.
Marigold says, like I said, she's making it so obvious she wants him. I do think that's the real reason for all the angst between them later on. Lots of pent up feelings that they never got to explore. Yeah. That he meets me and she gets married, and it's all happening.
Well, the other thing is I also think they make it pretty obvious that something's already happened between them in both of these interviews, the GMA with David Hartman, because when David Hartman asked, like, would you sleep together off camera? And Bruce is like, that's a very personal question. That's a very personal question, you know? Or like that, but then also Cybill saying, like, of course, you know, we're attracted to each other. Of course, we'll never act on it. And they look at each other, and it's a very knowing look.
Yeah.
But also here, she says, I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to, you know, she says, I knew it was going to happen, like it already had happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's right.
Yeah, I think that's very telling as well. So I think that something had happened, but that doesn't mean that that doesn't cause problems between you, whether you slept together or not. Either it's like pent up, you know, unrequited things, or things happened, and then that makes stuff awkward also.
Yeah.
You know, because now you have to deal with that, especially with other people in your lives and other people coming on set, or other people, you know, if it's not going to be something. So
yeah, it would have become a bit weird after a while.
Yeah. And I think that there was like Cybill got married, and then Bruce quickly married somebody after that, and they both had babies. And then, I think they didn't know what to do with any of that season 5, and they kind of disconnected from each other. And then there was kind of some, like, there was resentment from Cybill getting Glenn removed from the show. I think Bruce really resented that. And I think that caused just problems in the end that left with a lot of bad feelings.
Yeah.
But at this point, these are the good times.
Yeah, these are great times. I'm loving it. I love seeing these early interviews because we didn't see them down here.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, we're getting to see these again, because I don't know if I've ever seen that PM Magazine one. I was always looking for stuff back then, but you know, if it aired and we didn't see it, you didn't get to see it again.
No.
You know.
No.
Unless they re-aired it, which they wouldn't have. More comments?
Okay. Chilla, I think they made it. I think they made the supposed animosity between them bigger than it actually was for controversy. That's possible too. Absolutely. I think the real tension was between Cybill and Glenn. Yeah. Oh yeah, there was huge. 100%.
100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. I think a lot of the fighting on set was actually between Glenn and Cybill, and the papers, it was better to paint it between Cybill and Bruce. I think Bruce was caught in the middle.
Yeah, definitely. And it all came to a head in Big Man on Mulberry Street when she walked off the set.
That was a big turning point.
Yeah. Marigold says something. Yeah, sorry. So yes, something had definitely happened. Yeah, Marigold, absolutely it did. I don't care what she says.
Something happened. It's so obvious. Yes, and I think Cybill and Bruce would probably fight about him not backing her up enough against Glenn, but Bruce wasn't going to do that because Glenn's his guy, you know? I mean, it was a bit of a mess.
But I'm sure Jay went in there in the middle of it all and tried to calm everybody down.
A lot of that over.
I think he was pretty good with Cybill. I think he was. Yeah.
Yeah. And Jerry Finnerman as well. I think Jerry Finnerman was.
Yeah, he looked after her in so many ways. Not only visually. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, going forward on another live, I would like to look at the Jerry Finnerman interview because since we can't talk to him, it has some really interesting insight in the interview that he did. So thank God for that. But Grace and I, you know, we are recording a podcast next weekend, and we might do a live. I'm not sure, Grace. We haven't talked about it. And then we are breaking up for the summer, but we will try to do a live here or there in the summer if we can. It depends on our schedules and where we are in the world, and if we can match up our times and all of that. But yes, we are very much enjoying the lives, and we want to keep them going. You know, I feel like people are kind of getting used to this time slot, and you know,
so we've got the script interview coming out mid-July. So I'll get that organised. Haven't done it yet. Haven't even started editing. And while we're both overseas, we'll do a live. Wherever Shawna is and wherever I am. That'll be nice to do a live from where we are. So something different.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, we'll try to keep it going. Now, tonight, Grace, is Tracks Part 3 coming out?
No, it's already out.
Oh, it's out now? Okay, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't see? Oh, no, because of everything that's going on. I didn't get it out on time on Sunday, so I think I got it out on Tuesday. So it is out.
Wait,
You missed
I
it.
looked for it midweek. I looked for it midweek and I didn't see it.
Oh, really? No, it's definitely there.
Okay.
Because people have already commented on what we said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Tracks is out already. Is it there?
Yeah, all 3. Sorry.
Mm.
Not looking. I swear I just looked for it yesterday, and I thought you were just
should
waiting
be
to put it out
No.
today.
Everybody back me up. It's already out. Have you listened to it?
Have you guys listened to all 3 parts of Tracks of My Tears?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they don't make it easy to like search for things, and nothing is easy.
Yeah.
Someone,
And when we come back, it'll be the next episode will be Eka Spouse. And we've got a couple more bonus episodes coming up, which will be very interesting. So there's always something happening in the background, guys. I know we go on a break, but there's still going to be stuff we're doing. I'm sure I'll be doing stuff while I'm in Italy. So, yeah, that's good. Okay. And that would be great to hear from you both over the summer. Thank you. Chilla, says, yes, it's out. I heard it already and loved it. Thank you.
Alrighty.
All right.
Okay.
That's it.
Wait.
No?
Yeah, that's so weird. Mine only shows through part 2. That's very strange.
That is very strange. It's definitely out.
Yeah. Okay.
I was wondering why you hadn't messaged me and said, "Oh, I love
Yeah,
part 3 was
part
good,"
2,
you know?
Yeah, I really enjoyed part. Yeah, that's annoying.
Marigold says in the awards one when she had the black V-neck dress on, Bruce whispers something in her ear and then kisses her cheek. I couldn't watch you do that one. What did he whisper?
We don't know. We don't know.
Marigold says, I've heard all 3 parts of Tracks. Thanks, Marigold.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a bit hard to hear what he said. You know, the whole thing was crazy. Too many cooks in that one.
So, before he leaned in, he said, "Can I come closer to you?" And she said, "Well, of course."
Of course.
And then he leaned in and he kissed her on the cheek. It does seem like he whispered something when he leaned in. It looked like he whispered something and kissed her on the cheek, because she comments back. She says something back to him when he leans back again.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I still love the interaction where he's like, "Can I come closer to you?" And she's like, "Well, of course." Like, and I was wondering if he was asking that because she had gotten married. I don't know, like, but they don't, we didn't mention that, Grace, but like the reporter or the people ask about her pregnancy, but they don't say, "Oh, you just got married,
You just
and now
got
you're having a
married."
baby."
Because that's the
Nobody
same,
mentions-
almost same time he hurt his shoulder.
Yeah, it was March 1st, actually. I think we said the 3rd before. It was March 1st that she got married. It was a Sunday, and he broke his collarbone. But this is 2 weeks later, and the lady doesn't say, "Oh, congratulations on your new marriage, and now you're having." Yeah.
Nobody mentions it. That's funny.
But also, they were filming. They were filming I Am Curious Maddie that day, and the beginning of To Err Is Human that day. So they were all over each other all day.
Yeah.
For many days before that. And then he's asking, "Can I come closer to you?"
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to say no.
Yeah. She was kind of like, "Well, of course. Like, why are you even asking?"
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Maybe just leaning straight into her. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows with their relationship, what was going on. Maybe because they were in front of the press, maybe he's being cautious,
Of
But yeah,
course.
we couldn't hear exactly what he was whispering, unfortunately. I mean, we get a lot sometimes, you know, but it's never enough, right? We get a lot, but like we always want a little bit more. Like,
Little
what
bit
did he
more.
whisper?
Okay,
Because
we
yeah,
need Marley Matlin from Seinfeld. You know, when she that episode where she lip reads.
yeah,
Ah,
let's let's
that's
sweep
funny.
together. Let's sweep together.
Funny. Yeah, that's right. Let's sweep together. You definitely whispered something, says Marigold. Bruce looked a bit uncomfortable when her pregnancy was brought up. Oh.
Yeah,
Chilla, yes, he definitely whispered something to her. So, yeah, who knows?
yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, I wish we could be even a closer fly on the wall. We get some fly on the wall stuff, but
For
yeah,
sure.
I thought there was something else in the. I don't know. There's always just a little bit more that I want to hear or what I want to know, you know, about
Yeah.
about them, and yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know, but right before that, she was saying like, just close your eyes if the lights hurt your eyes or whatever. I don't know. Just trying to kind of get with my context clues, you know, what he would have said to her.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah. Seinfeld is great. Yeah,
yeah.
so funny.
Seinfeld's great. Eric says he loves Seinfeld. Yeah. Everything comes back to Seinfeld. Anything that comes up in your life, it comes back to a scene in Seinfeld. I swear to God, everything.
Yep.
How many times have I mentioned it on the podcast? At least 3 or 4 times, you
I
know.
know.
So,
Yep. Everything goes back to Seinfeld or moonlighting.
yep.
He turned away and talked to the lady next to him. It's like, oh yeah, I know. When her pregnancy was brought up, yes, he turned away. Yeah, and he didn't want to, you know. And I think one of the most telling things in that little interview or whatever we call it, presser, was them talking about how they were going to go skiing, and they're
Yeah.
not joking.
They're not
They're not
joking.
joking.
It's you can tell. And she's like, there's a few reasons why we didn't go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Why
it
would
was like
she
some of
say
our
that?
personal
Otherwise, she would
feelings.
have just laughed it off. She wouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, like, what are you talking about? You know, and she's
Hell.
like, yeah, there were quite a few reasons why we
What?
didn't go. Yeah.
Mm.
So, oh, they always, you know, there's a little slippage here and there that just tells us a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's someone says it's like the end of Lost in Translation. We will never know what he said. Yeah, we can only suppose, right? It kind of, I love that. I love that scene. I love that movie. Lost in Translation is so good. Yeah, Bill Murray too, and Bruce was compared a lot to Bill Murray
Yeah, that's
early.
right. That's right.
Uh,
Bill
that's a
Murray
great
already has a
scene.
career, they said.
Yeah, it is like that. Like, you know, we can only suppose. It's like Pulp Fiction, like what was in the briefcase. You know, there are these great mysteries out there, you
Yeah.
know? And hey, Pulp Fiction, another Bruce Willis movie. All ties together, Grace.
It sure does.
Yeah,
Okay,
about
so what are we going
skiing.
to be talking about next time, do you think? Have we got any idea yet, or has anybody suggested anything? Or has
Any
anybody got any
suggestion,
suggestions?
guys? Like, if you want us to do us a lot, if you want us to do a live next week, which would be our last week for a few weeks, what would you want us to talk about? Any ideas? Jerry Finnerman. I don't think we can do the commentaries because we might get copyrighted.
Mm,
So I don't think that we can show actual episodes or really even listen to the commentary episodes because we'll like the stream will get cut. But something like Jerry Finnerman interview or other interviews that they did. Yeah. Anyway, any ideas, guys? Let us know in the comments here or in the chat or in the comments later if you think of something. I know this was a request. A couple people requested that we look at the GMA with Joan Lunden, the one that we just looked at here. A few people wanted us to do that one. So hopefully we covered everything and commented on everything that you wanted us to say.
And if you're not watching this live, if you've got some comments about the Joan Lunden interview, definitely put them down there. We're always keeping an eye on it. So we'd love to
Yeah.
hear your thoughts on that. Yeah.
Yep. And if everyone could like this video, subscribe to the channel,
Yeah.
and share it out, that would be great. Yeah, okay. We will find out more about the Hawaii trip. Yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. We are.
Uh,
Yeah. We're
Interesting.
going to ask other people.
Hope he
Yeah.
said you
We'll
so
find
hot.
out.
Marigold said, I hope he said you look so hot. And you know, it's funny you should say that, because I was thinking that myself. I was hoping he said, you know, oh, you look gorgeous tonight, or you look lovely tonight, you know.
I know.
Can you quicken up the commentaries? I think that works really, because
that didn't work.
It didn't work.
That didn't work. Grace and I could test if we could do that with the commentaries. I don't know. We had to take out parts of that stream. So the stream wasn't taken down, but we had to delete parts of it.
Yeah.
And then I heard from someone else comment on another YouTube stream that when you have to delete parts from your stream, you lose the comments.
Oh.
Yeah. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to like do anything that's going to like, even make us delete part of a stream.
That's right. And then I don't want people that are commenting, I don't want them to think, you know, they go back to it and their comments not there and they think we've deleted it, which we haven't.
Yeah, I wonder if we could do the extra. Oh my God, that would be a good, very interesting one to discuss, where Glenn, Cybill, and Bruce are together.
Yeah, I think that one would work. That one would work because it's on YouTube anyway.
I'll try it.
Yeah,
I will check. I'll check to see if it has any copyright issues. That could be a good one to talk about because that's very awkward. It was very awkward.
Yeah, Cybill. No, I think Cybill seems awkward, not.
Bruce and Cybill are awkward. Bruce says something like really annoying.
Yeah, because you know, Glenn says something that Cybill said, and she goes, "Well, I didn't say that. No, it didn't." And I'm like, okay.
Glenn said that Cybill suffered more the most or whatever, and she's like, "How did I suffer the most?"
Yeah.
Cybill was forgetting a lot of her behavior and what happened.
Yeah.
I hate it when Bruce Willis says, "Thanks for having sex," so he can have a career. It's just no, not a good look. Not a good look.
I'm sure he meant well, but yeah,
It's a stupid way to say
was he rubbing it in? Who knows?
Well, you know, Bruce Willis had a baby the next year, but he didn't have to take time off work or have her on set, did he? You know,
he didn't have to worry about that.
Yeah, so it's like the things that women have to do, you know.
It's different.
Yeah, so I don't know. But yes, that would be a good one to look at. Look how fired up we're getting already over that interview.
Yeah.
Just that is so awkward. It drives me nuts. Like
Please
Cybill. Yeah, so we'll talk about that later. But yeah, we've got obviously that could be a good one because we've got things to say.
Yeah. Eric says, please talk about more topics about season 2 mishaps. Chiller, maybe also the video that they did for CDs when it's Glenn, Cybill, and Bruce 20 years later. Yep, we talked about that.
That's what we're talking about.
And Marigold, it's gone. Marigold, what are you doing? Her message disappeared.
I think Marigold was saying they show clips all the way through, but I edited all the clips out, so it's just them talking, so we can do that.
Yeah.
But I'll check to see if there's any copyright issues. I can upload the video separately and see if there's any copyright issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bruce looks uncomfortable and nervous in that video. Glenn over talks. Bruce is over, has a big ego and seems nervous. And Cybill seems angry. And it's a very bad combo. It's a very bad. I think that's the first time that they had seen each other since, that they had all been together since Moonlighting. And I think Cybill was very resentful of Glenn and Bruce doing the commentary on the pilot, the first like VHS pilot release, which fair enough, 100% she should have been involved in that.
Absolutely.
And she wasn't. And now, so I think there's a lot going on there, and I think it's probably a very good one to talk about.
And Jeff and Ron mentioned in our interview that they were sort of very surprised that they weren't asked to be on the commentary for Atomic Shakespeare. That was the episode they wrote in full, by the way.
Yeah,
in full.
So they had to do
no Glenn.
Yes, I think that's been made clear,
right? So
I think that's. Yeah, I think that's been. Yeah, I think Ron made that abundantly clear in our interview, didn't he, Grace?
He made that abundantly clear like 4 times, and he's very passionate about that. That no, we wrote the episode, and that's that.
And I mean, yes, it would have made so much sense for Ron and Jeff to have a commentary on Atomic Shakespeare, of course. But how great is that? That's the greatest commentary because it's Bruce and Cybill and Glenn and Jay, and that's amazing stuff right there.
Yeah.
So sorry, Ron and Jeff, but but they could have done. The four of them could have done another episode. The four of them should have done Witness. That would have been a great one with the first kiss and all of that. Jay, Glenn, Cybill, and Bruce should have done Witness. Let Ron and Jeff do Atomic.
Yeah.
But anyway. Marigold, what is Marigold saying? It's all
there is a girl called Leia who is discussing season 1 on Moonlighting on YouTube, and she shows clips of the show all the way through. So I don't get why you can't. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
E. Carpenter,
I'll take a look.
it is so painful to watch, but fun to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably a good one if we can watch that. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. She's showing clips all the way through. Okay. I will have to see how she does it. He was so nervous. Oh, he was Navarone. What does that mean, Eric?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know he's talking about, Mr. Navarone.
Season 2?
Yeah.
Season 2? Oh no, that was season 2. Anyway.
Yep.
Those were two fun interviews to look at.
Yeah, that were great.
Bookends. Bruce, talking again about how fast his heart was beating, how hard his heart was beating when he first met Cybill, with a big head and a thick neck and a
there's an in-joke in there somewhere for sure.
Oh, there's lots of innuendos in there. Yeah,
I'm visualizing. I will tag you to one of her shows. Oh, thanks, Marigold.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Chilla says Bruce looked very uncomfortable and nervous in that video. It's all very awkward. Yeah. The 20-year one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I think they had avoided dealing with Cybill for a long time, and I can get Edo Ross about doing an interview. Okay. Great. If you can, Eric, send him our way.
Because he's on our list, actually, because I just love Edo Ross. In anything he does, he's just so good.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, I love him. Yeah.
Yeah, we'd love to talk
he was
to anybody.
he was actually, I happened to watch an episode of NCIS recently, and he was on that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was like a short order cook or something. It was like you guys say. He owned a little restaurant type thing. Anyway, it was so funny to see him in an apron, put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's great. So I hope everybody enjoyed what we've been discussing today, the interviews. Hope you got a lot out of it. Thanks for your comments. You've enlightened us as well. So
yes, thank you for helping us figure a lot of things
great.
out.
Like and subscribe so we get more people finding our talks about Moonlighting and Bruce Willis and Cybill Shepherd and everything. That'd be
all
great.
Things Moonlighting. That's what we're here to talk about.
Yeah.
And Cybill and Bruce, of course, and all the things. But yes, thanks for all your contributions. It was really fun chatting with you guys live about this stuff. That's why we wanted to do this in the first place. So it's really cool.
And turn on your notifications. Yeah.
Yeah, notifications, like
so it lets you know when we're scheduled to go live. So that's great.
Yeah. Get some sleep, Marigold. Go to sleep. It's 3 a.m. now, right?
Oh, really? Oh dear.
I think so.
Go
to sleep with lots of moonlighting in her head.
Yeah. So turn those notifications on. Also for the podcast episodes coming out. Soon we'll probably put more episodes on YouTube of the podcast. Not a lot of them are on video because early on when we recorded the podcast, the internet wasn't too good, so we had to turn our videos off, didn't we, Shawna? So it was just audio. That's why it's not on the podcast. That's why it's not on YouTube.
For which one? Sorry.
Oh, a lot of episodes we did at the start, first couple of years.
Oh, I know.
We had to turn the videos off, so that's why we can't put it on YouTube. However, we're going to start putting the audio up on YouTube at least,
Yeah, and
so that's that. Also, if you haven't bought our book, Moonlighting an Episode Guide,
Yes.
it's available on Amazon and Tucker DS Press. It's also available in the US on hardcover because I can't get it here in hardcover. But Moonlighting an Episode Guide, we go through every episode in detail, any goofs, the door slams, the plot, any things that we never noticed before in the background, or and photos of the episodes. Oh, that's straight poop. All the music, so all the songs that are in it, and also we put in there also if that song was replaced on Hulu. So anyway, if you haven't got your episode guide, get your episode guide. That's another thing.
Yes.
And that's it.
Ariam says it's 4:20 in France. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
In
Anne, you're so sweet, staying with us so early in the morning. Oh my God, that's so good. It was great. Thank you, ladies. Super great. You are great. Thanks. It was great.
You guys are great.
Everybody's
guys are
got
great.
the Agnes thing going on. I love it.
You guys are great.
My new kitten. I got 2 new kittens. One is called Agnes and one is called Bert. And she's beautiful.
And I helped her name them.
Yes, you did. Because I said, I don't know what to call these new kittens. She goes, what about Agnes? I'm like, oh, stop it.
Yeah, I said, looks like an Agnes to me.
Yeah.
Amazing night. All love.
Amazing night.
Bye, Eric. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks, Eric. It's
7:22
7:22 here, so that's not too bad.
That's reasonable.
Reasonable.
All right. Well, let's end the stream so these ladies can get to bed. They're probably like, all right,
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, we will see you next week. And yes, hopefully we can, we'll let you know what we're going to do. Anyway.
Yeah, we'll let you know. Thanks for being with us today. We appreciate you, Moonies. Thank you.